Earlier this week, I challenged myself to learn how to use Blender and make my first 3D animation with it in just 30 days. With a tutorial picked out, I mustered up a whole lot of courage and dove in. Now, I won't lie, when I first saw this window, my brain froze. It looked like the flight deck of the Concorde with how many switches and buttons there were. But I refused to be scared off this time. So after starting the tutorial, the first thing I learned was basic controls, how to move around the scene, open up the add menu, and spawn meshes. I also learned how to change the color of meshes and move objects around, which isn't very exciting, but it was essential to learn these things if I was to make anything in this software. Right off the bat, I was finding Blender surprisingly comfortable to work in. The controls are very straightforward and became habit very quickly. I did my best to follow the tutorial as closely as I could, so I won't repeat everything that was said to me, but I spent the first couple days learning how to scale and smooth out objects, along with modifying meshes to create specific shapes, and I even learned to play with the sculpting tool. I had a lot of fun learning how to do these things, and by day 6, I had a very convincing looking donut, but I was still far from the finished product and still had much more to learn. Despite that, I was immensely proud of what I had achieved, even if it was still quite far from the finished product. You gotta remember, 7 days prior, I had no clue how Blender worked, and now I had made this. I thought maybe I stood more of a chance than I first thought.